Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabans. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get straight into this topic here. ESPN, I mean, at this point, these guys should be embarrassed with themselves. Like, at this point as a network, y'all need to be embarrassed. I don't think they understand just how bad they come off looking right now. As you guys know, LeBron is the number one talking story right now in the NBA circles because he's the most popular guy in the NBA. So everybody's going to talk about him, including us. But what these analysts have been doing is just downright, it's shameful and it's embarrassing. You now have people going on TV coming up with pitches for LeBron. I kid you not. So there was a clip that I saw from Get Up from Vincent, I think Goodwill, who I like. And he started to do pitches, pitching various teams to LeBron James. But the part that made me do this show is because we've already seen this before. I don't need to do a show on it. Was that the moderator said, or the host or whatever, she said, here's a segment that Shams told us to do. I'm like, Shams? Shams, who's a Klutch Sports affiliate? Shams is the one that told you guys to do this? They're the ones behind all of this nonsense. I'm like, this is becoming embarrassing at this point. Like, at a certain point, y'all gotta knock it off, man. Take a look at this and take a look at this clown show here.
So Shams inspired us to create a segment called Leave a Message. So Vinny's going to decide, you're going to put your acting chops on, and then you are going to decide what the pitch is of several teams that are in on the LeBron sweepstakes, what they'd be saying and all of that. So we have reported that the Timberwolves are involved here. Leave a voice note on behalf of Minnesota.
So you talk about leaving a voice note, so I go back to like Keith Sweat leaving voice notes, singing on people's answer machines. We ain't doing that here. We leaving real old school voice notes. So if I'm calling LeBron and Rich, I'm, going to call LeBron, Rich, say, Rich, LeBron, this is Chris Finch. I don't know if you know, but we've made the Western Conference Finals 2 times out of the last 3 years. You might want to forget about that time we beat y'all in 5 games in the first round a couple years ago. Forget all that. I got Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball. I need an adult in the room, man. Come over here and help me. Because I got a bunch of kids and they don't know how to act. And, Alex Rodriguez, you're closer to his age than everybody else's. You can use his plane to go somewhere because we don't really got golf courses here. We got lakes. So, you can fly wherever you want to fly and go play golf. But Ant-Man, play with him.
Someone who lived in Minnesota, they've got plenty of golf courses. You just got to go in the summertime when...
That don't really help.
All right, Wendy, do you like the pitch from LeBron's, or I guess like for the representative here of the Minnesota Timberwolves to LeBron?
Listen, if Chris Finch is calling, LeBron knows who's on your roster. Finch and LeBron are big Ohio State football fans. Talk about Ohio State this fall. Talk about Jeremiah Smith, Julian Sayin. Talk about their revamped defense. That's my idea for the Wolves.
All right. Cosplay into Pat Riley right now and leave a voice note on behalf of the Miami Heat.
I can't wait for this.
LeBron, Rich, it's Pat, the Godfather. Remember that ice cream that you had on the plane that I took away when you last year? You can have the ice cream. You can have the cookies. You can have whatever you want. You can take my job if you want. I'm not going to be hanging around this job any longer. Well, you won your 2 championships here. You won your MVPs here. You got iguanas here. You got your home here. Your baby was here. You got married here. And you're playing with Giannis and Bam. And you got Coach Spoelstra. We had some great times here. We can have them again.
I mean, Wendy, he got me at iguanas. What about you?
I don't know what that's all about. I'm just going to say, as this process has gone on, I've been thinking more and more about LeBron in Miami, because when he went back to Cleveland, it was about making something right. The way it ended in Miami wasn't quite right, and there'd be something about making something right. And look, I would go to Denver. I would seriously consider Denver if I was LeBron. But if it's not going to be Jokic, why not Giannis?
Haven't I been saying, Wendy, for the past 2 weeks that LeBron should be going to Miami?
Yep.
That
and
is
I want
the
to
play.
acknowledge that you have said that.
No, you have, and we're going to get into...
I want to acknowledge he said that, and I want to acknowledge the more I've thought about it, the more I'm thinking about Miami. I'll leave it at that.
Put a pin in that, because I do want to get your guys' thoughts on destination, but Steph Curry got to make his own pitch to LeBron yesterday at the American Century Championship. Here's what Steph had to say about LeBron coming to Golden State.
I feel like any place he'd call and say, I want to play there, you'd move mountains to make it happen. And I know we're in that boat as well. So the pitch is we want to play good basketball, be around people that know how to play the game, hopefully, raise our floor on our competitiveness this year. There's good golf in the Bay.
Okay, there's Steph's pitch. Wendy, what do you think of it?
But that might as well be on a voicemail. I think, unlike these other guys, I think Steph has LeBron's number. I think he can make that directly. I would love to watch Steph with LeBron. I really would. I'd love to watch him with Jokic. I'd love to watch him with Giannis. I think any of these are really good fits for him. I would just say that if part of your pitch is golf, with all due respect, you don't have a very good pitch.
Both of you guys, like Steph, you, Vinny, you were telling him to go to Minnesota. Where did you say play golf? Like
I said
Miami?
There's no golf
Miami
in
is
Minnesota.
indoor.
Miami has golf. That's an ancillary benefit.
Oh.
But it didn't stop there. Even Shanae Ogumike and Ramona Shelburne, they did another segment on her show. Well, I think it was on ESPN, if I believe, where they're basically trying to convince people to respect LeBron James' championship in the bubble. And I'm like, they're spending all of this time trying to convince Laker fans to like LeBron, and it's not working. Take a look at this video here.
What you can't take away from LeBron James is that he has won 3 championships with 3 different teams, and he brought the Lakers, like you said, back to relevance. They got what some people say, they put an asterisk on the bubble
championship. That was the hardest championship to win.
And why so?
Because you had to give up everything. You had to give up everything in that championship. You had to be away from your family for 3 months. I know there was a lot of players that tapped out, a lot of teams that tapped out that couldn't take it. People have spoken. Paul George spoke openly about that, about how hard that bubble was. And so I think that was the hardest championship for anyone to win. I thought it was no surprise that it was the Lakers and the Heat who had the 2 most mentally tough players in the NBA that were in the finals that year, Jimmy Butler and LeBron James. And so I think people in Los Angeles did not appreciate him the way he should have been. And I think they will miss him now that he is gone. But it's what happens. You got Luka Doncic. This was always going to happen. They traded for Luka, and LeBron's days were numbered.
So you saw that. This is embarrassing, man. ESPN, this is embarrassing. Y'all are actually begging fans, Laker fans, to change their view on LeBron. Y'all begging them. Why? Because they don't want the idea out there that a team kicked LeBron James off their roster. Which is essentially what they did. They told him to go home. They didn't extend him at all. And they're trying to spare him from the embarrassment that they would never do to any other NBA players. They don't want him to go through that embarrassment. That's why they're spinning on. They're making it there's just, the LeBron James sweepstakes, man. The LeBron James, what are the sweepstakes if the guy they're willing to pay him $3 million a year as a veteran minimum? Then you remember the video that went viral of Rich Paul saying that $100 million or whatever it is, $200 million is not a lot of money. Do y'all remember that? Do you guys know? And I kid you not, I saw a video. It's a damn shame I didn't save it. Right. But I want to see if I found the video, if I still have the video. There's a video that I saw today, and I kid you not, it's Rich Paul saying that $3 million, I kid you not, $3 million is a lot of money. I kid you not. I don't know if I can find the video because it just kind of flashed past my screen or whatever it is. But there was a video today that I saw on the internet where Rich Paul was like, yeah, $3 million bucks is a lot of money, man. You should definitely view that as a lot of money. The same guy that was saying that $200 million or $100 million, I forgot the number, was saying that that's not a lot of money. Do you know why he's saying $3 million? Oh, is this the video here? Oh, let me show you guys the video. Take a look at the video here of Rich Paul now saying, he says, Rich Paul says 3.2 million is a lot of money, right? A lot of money, when before he said that $200 million is no money at all. Take a quick look at Rich Paul here.
They should go away from this minimum and maximum contract, quote unquote. It's like $3.2 million. You know, that's a lot of money for just a regular job, and people don't understand that, right? And so if you can make that, you can do 3 years of that or 5 years of that on your way out, when you finally understand what money actually is and what to do with it, and your family is finally settled, and you living in a house that you're probably gonna live in for the rest of your life, when you actually have that clarity and you're able to make that type of money on your way out, you know what that does for your kids, for your
own mental health. If you could catch 2 or 3 extra years at the end.
Exactly, but guys are cutting themselves short of that based upon
ego, attitude.
Exactly, and they wonder why. And then now, when you sit in my seat as the agent, oh, it's your fault. It's something you're not doing. You're not picking up the phone, and then you got the guys around them. Oh man, you should be doing.
So you saw that there, right? But then Rich Paul was the same person. Let me see if I can find the video, because this is impromptu. I didn't have it in my notes or anything like that. Now I want to find the video. Let me see. I think it was like 200 million. Let me just see. We're just going to do this impromptu, this show today. I just want to see if I can find that video. I don't know if I can find it, but anyway, you guys know the video that Rich Paul went viral for, where he said that 100. Oh, here's the video right here. Take a listen to Rich Paul saying here that $200 million is not a lot of money. Take a listen to him there.
I got guys 22 making $200 million over the next 4 or 5 years. I got several of those guys, right? And
by the way,
but the reality of it is, I'm constantly telling them that's not a lot of money based upon where you're starting, because you're starting from zero, right? So how do we understand how to compound that? Because they're done at 33. Everyone's not going to play to their 40. They're done when they're 33. That money's taxed. You know, they're paying a 55, 51% tax. Not to mention, jeans today, the ones they want that they're buying in excess, which they probably don't really need that, cost $2,000. It's not the same. His jeans cost $25. It's a difference. And so it's all relative. No athlete can afford to fly private all the time. Yet we see so many athletes on their Instagram flying private. I fly Delta. I cannot afford to fly private. And that's okay with me. You know what? And I'll sit in the Comfort Plus as well.
Comfort Plus?
Yeah, because I'm just trying to get where I'm trying to go to make the money. I'm not trying to spend the money, you know. I'm trying to get there, you know. And the times I do fly private, you will never see it on Instagram because it's not for show.
Now, when that's the money that his top client is being offered, now all of a sudden, oh, 3.2 million. Oh, it's a lot of money. This is embarrassing, man. This is embarrassing at this point. Like, it is embarrassing. Like, damn. What a shameful set of people. Good Lord.